benchmark. It's going to be freaking, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the issue is with the customer.
Mhm.
I'm going to be your hot hands on site, and you're going to tell me, what do I need to do to go ahead and, using what all you learned, what information you need to grab, and what we need to do to troubleshoot and fix the customer's issue. Okay, based on what you learned so far.
Okay. It says test computer audio. That's good. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Showing meetings.
And
Alright,
so
yes.
I'll wait till you join up.
Yeah, I'm joining right now. All right, it's still waiting for me to join up. It's still circling. It says the host has another meeting in progress.
What?
That's what it's saying on the thing right now. It says the host has another meeting in progress. David Antone's personal meeting.
Yeah, go ahead and close that one that's on your Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just send this to you on Twitter. Hold on.
All right, hold on. Let me boot my Twitter back up because my Twitter is deactivated.
All good. Oh shit.
Can you send it to my email?
Yeah, I can. What's your email address?
All right, I'm gonna send it to you right now. I'll send it to you right now. There you go. Just send it to you.
Got it. You
Mm-hmm. I ain't getting nothing yet.
Try to join that meeting.
Yeah, all right. I'm waiting for it to come through right now. Waiting for the email to come through. Connecting. Please wait. The new host will let you in soon. Gotcha. Say less. All right, I'm in.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. Like I said, I explained the rules. Again, this is supposed to be your book. I got you. You there?
Yeah, I got to hang up the phone. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep. All good. All good.
All
right, brother. So, yeah. So along with what I told you, again, this is a benchmark. This is solely on you. But of course, things happen. Do get stuck. So, you can reach out to the crowd, whoever's here, but you only get,
like
three lifelines. So, use them wisely. Okay.
Okay. So, what do you use? Is this EVNG? Because I've been using track package tracer. What?
Yeah, this is EVNG.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. So let me go ahead and let you know what's going on. So, just have a local mom and pop shop. They have a little organization that's one building, and they just connect everything with switches, no routers. And so they have two departments. They have sales and engineering. Okay. And so what they did is they went ahead and just plugged up PCs to the switches. Somebody came in from your team. They configured the switches for them. So PCs can get IP addresses, and the network is segmented, and so everything should work. But there's a power outage, and now no PC can, of course, communicate on the network. They can't. They don't have any IP addresses. Nothing is happening. So we want you to go ahead, using your experience so far, to try to troubleshoot. Okay. And so how this is going to go is, again, you have your PCs. You can tell me to click on the PCs. You have your switches. So you can go ahead and tell me which switch to click on if what information needs to be. The troubleshooting process is all on your own. Again, use your team.
So you say you had a power outage. The power's out, or it's back on.
Yeah, there was a power.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
there was a power outage. It's back on.
All right. So for my first guess would be this: the configuration must not been copied because I know you have to have the starting configuration copied so it can be configured to what you set it to. It has to be copy run and start. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go look and see what the configuration is like. So we're gonna go with sales engineering. Wow, it's interesting. Well, yeah, I guess you start with switch one, and then you can just see what the running configuration is to see if anything's up. I mean, if everything's down, because I know if you want to put things up, you got to put no shutdown. So, all right. Obviously, you got to enable it, right? Ian?
Yeah.
All right. CompT. CompT.
Why are we going to configuration mode?
Because technically, if it's not configured, you can edit it if you see it. But I know you can go show config. But you can still look here. You just got to do show running config, right?
Is that what command you want me to run?
Yeah, I would. I'd like to see what's going on first. Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me know when you want me to continue.
Press space. Space. Okay. Okay, so that's what we got up. All right. Go back up. Can you go back up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you run show interface? Show interface? Do show interface? All right. Okay, it says it's line is up, it's connected, that's connected. Can we ping ping engineering PC one? I gotta get the IP address from that though. So first, can you bring up engineering PC's IP? See if we can ping everything to see if we can communicate and say, hey, are you there?
So what do you need me to do first?
Shit, another IP address. It didn't show interface. Was IP 255? Switch configuration.
You want to Google something on my BlackBerry?
Nah, big dog. I know. Listen. Hey, Clark. I've been in the gym, baby. I ain't nervous. Hey, how's it go? You know what I'm saying? I'm still confident.
Man, where Jermaine at?
Hey, space, Dave. Space for more.
Sure.
Let me see what's up. Everything that's connected. Connected. Not connected. So the gigabit Ethernet 1.0 right there. That's it. That line. That one's down. Wow. Okay, so I see gigabit Ethernet 1 is down and it's not connected. And that interface is being used from switch 1 to switch 2. So we need to put that one up. We need to turn that one on. Gigabit 1/Ethernet 0. That is down. Line protocol is down. So we got to turn that on. So can we put the no shutdown command on that one to bring it up? Because that interface is being used to connect switches. And the gigabit
which interface?
0. Oh, that's 10. Hold on. That's 10. I'm looking at it backwards. 1 0 1 0 1 0. 0 1 1 is down. What? Am I looking at that backwards? Where's the gig? Yeah. Okay. 0 1 0.
You need to scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up for me. 0
Tell me
3
when to stop.
0. All right, that's connected. 0 1 0 2 0. Okay, I'm tripping off that. And I go to engineering PC then.
Which one?
Engineer PC 1.
The one that got that BlackBerry and the USB port.
What you need to do?
All right. Enable.
This is a PC.
Oh fuck. So you got actually no, you would go to the switch. You go to the switch. Actually, I'm sorry. Go to switch 3. I'm sorry. Switch 3.
You said switch 2?
Switch 3.
Oh, switch 3? Gotcha.
Make sure all the switches are working.
No worries. I'll go ahead and pull up switch 3.
Enable.
What do you
Ethan.
Yeah.
Server running config.
Yeah.
I meant show interface. I'm sorry, show interface. Space base.
Oh,
show
so you want me
interface.
to, you want me to cancel the show run?
Yeah, Control C. And then
Gotcha.
show interface. It's connected. 0 1 is connected. 0 connected. Size match. Loopback. Output. Press more. Press space. You can press space. All right. Connect 0 1 is connected. 0 3. This is 0 3. All right. 0 3. Space again. It's connected. 0 1. Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Space. It's connected. All right, pause. So why don't we just ping PC1? Why don't we ping engineer? Go to engineer PC for me. I'm just gonna ping him. I'll just
Sure.
ping you.
Which one? PC1 or PC2 and other engineering?
PC1. You said
PC1?
it's connected. Yeah, let me just see if I can ping it. If I can ping it. Let me get
Gotcha.
that.
Do you need to know the IP address of this one?
Yes, sir. You're gonna do IP config. Oh wow. So it doesn't have an IP mask, IP address. Oh, so you got to set one up, huh? Tragic. Oh man. I just wanted he wanted to. Shit, I didn't even write those directions down. Shit. Write that direction down. So hold on, you only got to do show IP on. What is that Linux you're using on there on the engineering PC?
Yeah, it's just a virtual Linux box.
All right, hold on.
If you need me to, go ahead and try to force it to get a DHCP address, I can.
That's great. Yeah, let's try that because they automatically. Yeah, because
Gotcha.
PCs automatically should get it from DHCP. Yeah, it should all be.
Okay.
It shouldn't be static. Static's only for laptops and stuff.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because static is when you assign. No, yeah, static is when you assign the IP addresses. So you only assign that to like routers. Yeah.
And Jamal, just to let you know, You have
Can't find
35
a
minutes
server.
left.
Okay, you can't find a server. Oh wow, this is tragic. Connected to, wow, am I tripping? It's connected to, okay, damn, I'm lost here now.
You got your team. You got a list of participants. So pick somebody, and
Oh, so you can't.
you can only ask them one question.
All right.
They can only answer that one question.
Okay, sir, can you go up to sales and do the show IP up there as well? Go to sales one, PC
Gotcha.
one, PC one.
Gotcha.
What the fuck? Oh man, this is tragic. All right, we checked all the switches. They don't have that. PC got. I haven't learned how to decide IPs yet. Oh man, it's tragic. All right, who can I call on?
You have a list of participants. Feel free to pick somebody.
I got a picture of 2 Blackberries in the Slack that you can use to call.
Yo, I'm calling on Claude. Yo, I'm calling on Father Time. Let's go, Claude.
Claude, you're not allowed to call Claude though.
What? You can't, he's like the Thanos of engineering. You can't call him.
Nope.
Oh my
Nope,
God.
can't call on him.
This is tragic. All right, come on, Avengers. Patrick.
What's up, bro?
Yo, you're needed.
What's up? Talk to me. What's up? What you think?
All right, listen. So I did the show IP on the PC engineer. I haven't learned how to assign IPs yet to devices. I was supposed to learn that in like 2 videos from now. I did the show IPs. My goal is to like see if we can ping the PC one to engineering PC one, sales PC one, engineering PC one, because it looks like all the switches, all the interfaces that are being used are up and connected. I did check that, so I know the switches are connected. So I'm trying to figure out, see if we can.
So you verified that they're physically connected, right?
Yeah.
So we can do the OSI model where you can start from wherever. You can start from the middle, you can start from the bottom, or you can start from the top. Well, in this case, you did the right thing, start from the bottom, making sure the interfaces are on and connected. Now, if you just go up as far as, a level above, as far as layer 2, we see that there are no IP addresses, right?
Yeah.
So with that, what do you think? So what we need there's obviously is a DHCP problem. So there's a you would have to look at a switch and see, hey, is there a DHCP server? Who's supposed to be assigning these IP addresses? So that's ultimately what it looks like, because he did the DHCP, which would request when it sent out a broadcast saying, hey, I need an IP address, and it didn't get a response back. Mm-hmm. So that's where the problem more than likely is, just from what we've gathered with the information. So let's start from, I don't know if I can go any further, but yeah, I mean, that you're on the right track, because we definitely identify IP addresses needs to be identified. So we may need to go ahead and create a pool, a DHCP pool, maybe. That would be my my indicator, without like giving an answer, I guess. But talk to me, yeah, like based on that.
I haven't got that far too. Oh man.
No, good. It's cool. I mean, I hope I'm not making anything like difficult. But
man, listen, this is as gangsters as gonna get. Listen, this interview prep right here. So I have not got that far to the DHCP pool though. So I don't really know how to do that yet.
Blackberry till I die.
I called on you, Claude. They told me you was off limits.
So I would first say, since we know the PC itself is pretty much a delinquent, mm-hmm. we can really just get off of the PC, because the PC is depending on
Yeah, it's
The
on
one-
all, so basically it's on all switches. So oh, that's right. Dave said you're supposed to start inside out. Oh, tragic. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, you can start this way too, but we know that doesn't have IP address, which is a good indicator that there's some. So I would have probably started with the PC too, see if I can ping the switch or vice versa, but don't know. So I would say let's open up the switch itself. Any switch that you want. I guess I'll start the one that's connected to, what is that? I'm on my phone, switch 3, I think. I would say let's look into that. And I know you were doing the show interfaces. It's probably going to be easier with less information. If I would probably do the show IP interface like brief. So like a brief idea and just a quick snapshot versus just throwing all that unnecessary information that we really don't need right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Understood.
And again, I'm no expert. I'm like trying to figure this damn right now. So I'm on your side, bro.
Nah, I feel it, and I appreciate the help. So, hey, we're gonna cash in show IP brief for 1,000, sir.
Yeah, there you go. He came in. There you go. He in the room. Mr. J.
Okay,
Nice.
up, down, down. All right. Methods unset.
What's up? What's up, Claude?
What's going on?
Oh, so we got
Not much.
They in here talking about my BlackBerries.
Oh, that JPEG you posted.
Yeah.
Don't do my dog Claude like that, man. That's that Palm Pilot, bro. That's my Palm Pilot.
Dave, is it safe to say we got a oh wow, I'm trying to figure out 00 unassigned. So there's no IP addresses assigned for these guys, obviously. So we got to assign IP addresses.
Yeah.
So I know you can.
Jay, mute yourself, Jay.
Huh? Yeah. So you got okay. So hold on. I just did this too. That's crazy. I wrote it down in my notes.
You still got 2 more lifelines you can go on.
I gotta say them, you know what I'm saying? She's getting real in the field.
You just can't call on Patrick again.
Oh no, it's okay. Cool. Can you interface IP address? IP, you put IP address gigabit Ethernet 00/0. You can make up any IP, can't you?
Sure. What you want me to do?
Just put like 10.0.0.2, and then put like
on which interface?
On gigabit Ethernet 0. Actually, no.
How do I?
Pause.
15 minutes left, by the way.
Oh my gosh. I had it in my notes, man. I just did that.
Remember, you have 2 lifelines left.
All right. Who can? Okay. All right. Call on Fabiana.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
So we got to assign some IPs. If I'm not mistaken, I think the correct syntax for assign IPs is because all these IPs, as you can see, are unassigned, and that's the issue. Oh man, that's a lot.
I see at the bottom where it says VLAN under the last command.
It's down, yeah. Oh, yeah, turn that on. Hey, can you VLAN 10.10.10.254? Can you put that no shutdown, Dave?
Sure.
No shutdown. Okay.
What about a show VLAN?
Mm. All right. Hold on. Show
There's 2 VLANs, one for sales, one for engineering.
They're both active. So,
What ports are associated with those VLANs?
oh, none. So we got active. Oh, we got to turn the ports on. Tragic. Okay. Forgot about silence. I haven't got that for you. God damn it. It's tragic.
10 minutes left.
All right, we gotta assign the port. I don't know how to assign the ports.
I don't remember the exact syntax, but I know you yeah, I don't remember actually.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
think you go into the
Okay.
specific interface.
I don't think you guys need. I think that's just to my person. I think it's to confuse us.
Oh, okay.
But if we're in the default VLAN, you know, if they're properly set up with the IP addresses, they should communicate with each other. So I would say we probably need to assign IP addresses to the interfaces within like the same group if we're not trying to set up a DHCP pool. So I would say just physically set them like, so for example, gigabit Ethernet 0/3 IP address, and then you pick your /24, make it simple, and just assign each one. And then that way all the devices will be able to communicate.
Okay, I'm
Sorry, remember, Dave said the network is segmented. It's not a flat network. So what you were actually saying right now, just a flat network. You said it's segmented. So basically, that doesn't have multiple VLANs. You guys have to actually see that.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Remember what Dave said at the beginning. The network is segmented. If it's segmented,
Oh, so
it's not flat.
VLANs, so VLANs,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you guys have to use the VLANs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so did you turn the VLAN no shutdown, Dave?
Right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. No shutdown.
You want to look at the interfaces again?
Yes, sir. Sure. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
It still says down. It still says VLAN 10 down. How's the VLAN 10 still down? It says no shutdown. That's crazy.
Maybe somebody in the audience can help you, but you got one question left.
How is it still
One lifeline left.
How is that still shut down? It says no shutdown. What the fuck?
IP.
Here's a hint. Fabiana said it earlier, and Angela.
You gotta assign ports.
Are you asking me or you're telling me?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you gotta assign ports.
Gotcha. What ports do you want me to assign?
I haven't got that far. Shit.
No, I mean, don't worry about the configuration. Don't worry about the configuration. What port do you want me to configure for a specific VLAN?
So they're all using 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3.
Okay. And which VLAN?
Hold on, let me see VLAN type. For sales. Oh, fuck.
So you want
Jumping hold that. 0, 3,
Okay.
0 for VLAN, for sales VLAN, I want you to configure 0300, yeah, 0003. Configure those.
so you said which interfaces?
0/3 gigabit 0/3 and 0/0.
And you want them in the same VLAN?
Yeah, in the sales VLAN, yeah.
So
Gotcha.
search.
I'll go ahead and do that for you.
And then in the engineering, actually that should be a 0.
Oh, you know, I just realized the names of the damn PCs. Oh wow. Engineering and sales, duh.
5 minutes left.
Oh my gosh. Can you show IP brief again?
Gotcha.
All right. I would say, oh, I can't say nothing about that.
Nope. Patrick, be quiet.
4
minutes left.
Can you copy, write, and start this configuration? Copy, run, start.
Gotcha. And what is this doing? What's this command doing again?
It is going to connect everything, no, it's gonna turn the VLANs on. So initiate VLAN, I guess.
Okay. Gotcha.
Wow, this is a real deal. Real deal.
Remember, you have one last lifeline and you have 3 minutes left.
So
Just to remind you, we're going to do a review.
let's ping sales to engineer, sales PC1, ping engineering PC1.
You want me to do what? I'm sorry.
Can you ping engineering PC1 from sales PC1?
Engineering PC1 from sales PC1. Gotcha. Let me pull those bad boys up. Okay. Do I need, you want me to check the IP addresses first on these PCs?
Yes, sir.
So do you want me to ping 0.0.0.0?
No, you can't. What the fuck?
Mm.
No, well, they're in the same VLAN, so I guess you could, right? Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me so upset. Well, actually, not really upset. You don't know what you don't.
2 minutes left.
Oh. Let's import. It's crazy. Oh, wow. I'm at a loss right now. Just want to see that.
No worries. Take your time. Whatever you need me to do.
I'm stopped right now.
Remember, you have one lifeline left.
Okay.
1 minute left.
Kelvin.
Hey man, what's up?
What's up? We have two devices that have 0/0/0/0. I mean 0.0, 4 octets of zeros in on both PCs, and we're trying to ping them just to see if they can communicate. They have the same remote host. They're on the same port. I don't understand how it's happening. Well, I guess they're on the same VLAN. So, I wanted to ping them, but I don't think you can ping a 0/000 4 octet zeros. I think you can ping them at all. It's on the same thing. We put the
30
VLAN
seconds
up.
left.
We put the
Yeah.
VLAN.
When I was looking at what you were doing before with your configuration on switch 3, can you go back? You want to go ahead and get all the sales engineer PCs in the right VLANs, the interfaces in the right VLANs. I guess we can go ahead and start there.
Time over.
What you say, Dave?
Time over.
Oh,
I can't hear you.
It's all good.
tragic.
I said
Oh,
time
time's
over.
over? Okay.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. All good, man. All good. So, hey, Jamal, how do you
Yes.
feel, man?
I feel decent. I mean, I've just learned how to navigate this stuff, so I'm not really like down. I was able to utilize some of the knowledge that I've learned and implement it, so that is a positive. You don't know what you don't know yet, so just more incentive to learn. And that's about it. I appreciate everybody that helped me. Thank you, Patrick, Fabiana, and Kelvin. You guys are the GOAT. Claude, I'm sorry we could not use the 10 Commandments on your phone to help me, but thank you. Anyway.
It's all good. It's all good. So, Jamal, with that being said, do you want to walk through troubleshooting this?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Need somebody to help me. Okay, I'm gonna talk through it with you, Jamal. Okay, so let's go ahead and ride on. Go ahead and ride on what Fabiana and Angela told us. Okay, so let's scale it back, right? Angela told us, right, that I told you in the beginning
It was
that the network
segmented.
was segmented.
So it's on VLANs,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so if segmented meaning we're splitting up the network, right?
Mhm.
Right. First instinct should be okay. So there's a separation in broadcast domains and networks, right? So with that, you see that the customer has a whole bunch of switches. So first instinct should be okay. So the way they probably got it segmented is by VLANs. Okay. So before I, and then again, that's just first glance. Now going on to Fabiana's advice, right? She made you aware, right? When you were on switch 3, you went to layer 3 and she gave you a hint. She said, okay, we're looking at the interfaces and there was a interface for VLAN 10, right? And she also made you aware if the interfaces are down, let's go ahead and make sure that there's an interface assigned to it at layer 2. And let's also make sure that the VLAN exists at layer 2. Okay. So, but let's not forget Patrick's advice to you as well, right? Along with Kelvin's advice that Kelvin always speaks about, right? Starting with Patrick, Patrick made you aware, hey, let's make sure first that the switches are learning, are connected, is actually connected to the switch, and also that it's learning the MAC address of the PC, right? If we're using the OSI model, okay? And also let's think back to what Kelvin always says. Before you jump into a switch, before you do anything, you check that running configuration, right? Because I gave you a hint, just like Angela said. We had a power outage. The power went down, the power came back up, right? And you stated it yourself. The config may or may not be there unless whoever configured it did a copy the running config to the startup config. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, with all these great engineers' advice, right? Let's go ahead and start with Kelvin. Okay. You know the target area was the switch. There was a power outage. Let's go ahead and check every switch's starting configuration. Okay.
Mm.
So let's start with switch 1. Okay. So we have switch 1. We have the configuration. Nothing out of the ordinary. We have ports. We have standing trees running. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Let's
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead and check switch 2. All right. Pull up switch 2. Look at that running config. Still going with Kelvin's device. Cool. Got a host name, switch 2. There's a DHCP pool and excluded DHCP addresses. Okay. We have interfaces and we have a VLAN interface. Okay. So now let's go ahead and check switch 3. Oh, got a little errors there. Go ahead and check the running config again. Okay. We have a DHCP pool and we have some excluded addresses. We have interfaces, and gigabit 0/0 is part of VLAN 10. And we have interface VLAN 10 here. Okay. And let's check switch 4. Spanning trees have interfaces, no specific VLAN, so it's in the default VLAN, VLAN 1. Okay. Host name switch 4. Spanning tree is running, all good. Okay. So we got all that there, but there was something peculiar on switch 3 and switch 2. Let's go back to those. We have an interface, VLAN 20. Okay.
Mhm.
And we have a DHCP pool. So remember what you stated, right? You stated and what Patrick stated, right? And of course, what I told you in the beginning is these PCs get IP addresses automatically. You stated, right, when you in your process of doing show commands, is that these PCs should only get IP addresses automatically using DHCP. Okay, so here's a DHCP server sitting here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
excluded addresses, and we have a VLAN associated with that, VLAN 20. Okay,
Mhm. Yes, sir.
let's check switch 3. We have the same thing here. VLAN 10. Okay, so we have that layer 3 interface there for the sales department, and we have a DHCP pool for the sales department. Okay, so I know you ain't get there yet. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So essentially, right? So for my engineering PC on switch 3 to get an IP address, right?
Mhm.
It needs to be in the engineering VLAN because, again, the network is segmented. So so that engineering PC should only be able to talk to anything regarding only to the engineering VLAN, which is VLAN 20. Do you agree or disagree?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
You agree?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know enough
So
not to yet. So
It's all good. It's all good. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put engineering PC 1 in the engineering VLAN. But before we do all that, just like Patrick said, we're gonna make sure this switch knows about engineering PC 1 and is actually connected to switch 3. How we're gonna do that? We're gonna use a show command called show MAC address table to look at the MAC address table and make sure engineering PC 1 is learned on this switch. Okay, so we're going to use the OSI model to and using the MAC address table to confirm layer 1 and layer 2 before jumping to anywhere on layer 3. Okay.
So layer 1 is
So let's
physical.
go.
Yeah, layer 2 is MAC address. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So if we check the MAC address table, we knocked out 2 birds with 1 stone. We confirmed layer 1 and layer 2. Because if the switch learned that MAC address of the host, that means layer 1 and layer 2 is working fine and dandy.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir. That means it's connected, and I
Yeah.
mean you give a MAC address. That means the Ethernet.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So let's pull up the engineering PC. Check this MAC address. And cool. So let's pull up the MAC address here. All right. 50.79.56.68.07. Okay. Now let's go ahead and look at the MAC address table here. All right.
Mhm.
Do you see that here?
5079. Nope.
Okay.
5079.
So yeah, because I don't see it here neither. But there might be something that we can do on this PC to make sure that we generate traffic. Calvin, what can we do?
I'm sorry, can you speak up?
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I get my computer is a little low. I left my
Oh,
headphones
no, it's all
upstairs.
good. It's all good. So Kelvin, so this switch hasn't learned the IP address, the MAC address of the engineering PC. Is there a way that we can generate traffic from the PC even though it doesn't have a MAC address?
You can power down the device and power it back on.
Gotcha. What if we couldn't power down the person's PC? Is there another way that we can generate traffic without it having an IP address?
It would, I know, wouldn't it automatically generate traffic on BPDUs?
From a
I mean,
PC.
no shut, no shut. The interface.
On the switch?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there another way?
So bounce interface,
that
power down.
That we can generate traffic from a PC that was supposed to get an IP address automatically.
Can I ping it?
You can't ping it because it doesn't.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna help you out.
Is it the art?
So I can have this PC send a DHCP request. Okay.
Okay.
I got it. I got an IP address now.
Okay, I didn't know you were just trying to get an IP address. I was a little behind.
It's all good. It's all good.
So you what did you do again? You use PC.
Yeah.
That's the sales engineer. I mean, that's the engineering PC. What command did you use to get IP address off the switch?
Oh, I just ran a D. Don't remember this. This is just to
Lab,
force the PC to get a. Yeah, this is just to force the PC to get an IP address from the DHCP server.
Wow.
But see, this still isn't correct, right? Because the sales VLAN is VLAN 10, and this is an engineering PC, which is VLAN 20. So this is still incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right. So this is, again, we can still verify that this switch learned, right, the MAC address of this PC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if we look at this, we confirmed, PC, the engineering PC, layer 1 and layer 2 is fine. It's connected. It got an IP address, wrong VLAN though, but layer 1 and layer 2 is working perfectly fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we're going to do, right, is we're still going to stay at layer 2, right? Going back to Fabiana's device, let's check the interface assignment for gigabit 0/3, which is where the engineering PC hangs off on.
Mm-hmm.
So 0/3 looks like that's configured in the sales VLAN. It needs to be in the engineering VLAN, does it not?
I don't know enough to say no, so I'm gonna assume yes.
No, it's all good. It's not just for you to answer. It's anybody can. Yeah, y'all. Everybody can become unmuted. It's all good. This is a group discussion now.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's what we need to do. Okay. Again, using Fabiana's advice, she was absolutely correct. So what we're gonna go ahead and adjust that. Right. Switch that.
So it's gonna be switch port.
Mhm.
Mode. Wait, switch port access VLAN. What's the VLAN number? 20.
There we go. Nice.
Then we do the DHCP again.
There we go.
And then now I should pair with the right range. Should get the.
But where is the DHCP server for VLAN 20?
I don't remember which switch it was, but we probably should trunk it to wherever that switch is. I'm assuming. I don't remember.
Man. Nope, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. So the DHCP server for the engineering VLAN is on switch 2.
Switch 2. Okay, so
right? And so if we're looking at this, right? Again, we're still at layer 2 based on Fabiana's advice, right? First thing first we have to knock out is make sure that gigabit 0/3, which is the engineering PC, is in the right VLAN, which is engineering. So we fix that, right?
Yeah.
The connection to switch 2, okay, is 3 ways from switch 3. Of course, spanning tree, block all that. We're not going to get into spanning tree. We're not going to confuse people. But Patrick, you said something important, that there should be a trunk so that multiple VLANs can flow through one physical interface, okay? So if we're looking at, we're going to just use, I don't know, gigabit 0/2 from switch 3. Is that here in the show VLAN? That interface here?
No, it's in the default.
In the default? Okay. So with that being said, Patrick, what does that tell you if it's in the show VLAN brief? It shows up here.
Not a trunk. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's an accent. Yeah, it's not going to be a trunk, because if it's a trunk, it will disappear. And then you do the show trunk command to see what trunks are actually on that switch. Is it show interface trunk, or I always get that one mixed up.
Yep. Nope. You're right. So we need to go ahead and configure trunks. So let's go ahead and do that. So since we have all our inner switch communication, we're going to go ahead and do that. Again, guys, I'm speeding it up just so I don't hold you guys down too long.
I don't even know what a trunk is. I'll have to learn.
It's all good.
At least start to speak Spanish. It sounds like Spanish right now.
It's all good. Hey, man, you'll get there. You just got to be exposed to it. That's it. It'll come to pass. Now, Pat, what's that command you want me to run to check the trunks?
Show IP trunk. Or is it show IP interface trunk? Or I always like I said, I always get it mixed up. Show interface trunk. Okay, sorry.
There you go. It's all good. Cool. So we have it running. So we have it running on this side. We just have to make sure the trunk is up on the other side. Okay. So we need to make sure we do that on all switches. Let's make sure we do that for all switches and do that.
Switch. Okay, so this should be.
I'm just gonna be eating some of my food real quick.
Nah, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Okay. All up. It's good. Interface strong.
Do it on switch 2. All right, all of these access ports. Share that. All right, and let's do this on switch 4. Cool. So I went ahead and configured all trunks. So, Pat, with that being said, if I force the engineering PC to try to get a IP address now, it should work, right?
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
I believe. I think I'm missing anything. Moment of truth. Wait, no. Wait, is that right? No, it's still getting the same one.
Yep. So we got an IP address in the engineering VLAN.
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah.
Yep. And let's go ahead and attempt to ping the gateway. There we go. We got pings rolling.
Perfect. And now we just need to do the same thing to PC2 so we can get IP address and we can test the real connection. Wait, yeah, I don't know if you said
No, and we're gonna save that for next time.
Oh.
we're not gonna go too much over. But
yeah.
that's essentially the point, right? So so Jamal, the point that I wanted to go over, right, is again, a very important thing for your studies. Let me go ahead and stop all this, right? And I want you to take a picture of this topology because I want you to build this same thing in Packet Tracer. Okay, so take a screenshot, do what you got to do of this topology, because again, everything that you're gonna learn with the chapters coming up based on the OSI model. Everybody gave you some great hints, right? Patrick and Kelvin, check layer 1, layer 2. And before you even do any of that, check the configuration before you do anything. Okay? See what's configured there first before you jump on the OSI model, right? And if you do check the configuration, then per Patrick's advice, go ahead and check, check layer 1 and layer 2, and if you need to, layer 3. Okay? Right? And we're talking about the OSI model, right? And again, you're gonna learn all this, so don't feel bad if you don't know it yet. This is just exciting stuff so you can get excited for, right? Just like Fabiana and Angela said, right? You got layer 2, right? And we have switches. So let's stay where these devices are specialized in. Did we check everything that's in layer 2? Did we check VLANs? Did we check spanning tree? Did we check a whole bunch, did we check the MAC address table? Did you check a lot of things before we do anything? Is stuff configured, right? And Angela brought up a good point. All the, hints that I were telling you that were not technical, right? There was a power outage. Everything is segmented, right? These words you're going to have to know because these are going to be context clues as well, right? And so if Jamal can learn this, and this is where it's going to tie into your cybersecurity study, right? If you know this jargon, if you know how the jargon works and how it relates to layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, what have you, then whenever you become that cybersecurity engineer, you're like, oh, I'm not a network engineer, but I know X, Y, and Z. All this makes sense. I know what to do. I know the OSI model. I know what I need to tell maybe the network engineering team to do whenever I need to go ahead and do my cybersecurity checks to make sure to check to see if there was an attack or what have you, and see if we have any evidence here or there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, man. Well, that's all I had, man. Again, great job. You did great. You came in with boatloads of energy. That was different than last time, and I got to congratulate you on that. And you didn't give up. So, dude, super proud of you on that one. Anybody from the audience want to give them any feedback?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, I want to say that you did really good, man. Getting in the heat of the moment, bro. It's easy to start thinking of a lot of things. So I'll just say, just take it, just have a strategy. So, you can just like have a checklist. Okay, I looked at this, that, like, Dave just said, because we can always be going other ways, especially when you start to get on those bridges. I've seen it firsthand where 500 people, 20 people talking at a time is like, man, you got to zone people. I know I'm just thinking of, out loud, but just for future, it can be a lot. It can be very chaotic. So for you to have your checks and balances, it'll save you a whole lot of time, and some stuff will be right in your face. But excellent job, man. Keep up the learning, and just keep it up, man. And I have nothing but as far as positive insight, and I think you're gonna do great, man. So congrats.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
For sure.
Anybody else? Any feedback for Jamal?
I mean, what I was gonna say to him, when you actually tell him he can actually ask people questions, I think he actually, I know he's not like a network engineer, but he should actually more like collaborating, not like actually the way we were giving a hint. Basically, he's not like good at it. So basically, we should like, if for example, if it was you, what will you do? So basically, you should actually ask those kind of questions instead of actually getting hint.
Well, I don't think he really knew what questions to ask per se.
Yeah, that's the point.
But I get it. But once he definitely gets down the foundation, he'll get an idea as far as what direction he needs to be led to. But yeah, initially from where he's at, I don't know exactly where his learning and stuff is, but I can definitely see the reason it was like that. But man, wonderful.
Yeah, he's really improving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got so far as like just started navigating because I just finished my Sec Plus. So the OS model, I kind of like pretty much understand the logic behind that because I've seen like 1,000 times plus that in school. I just started navigating. Like I got so far as just to start turning numbers into binaries. That's as far as I got so far in my CCNA studies. I mean, Dave knows that I try to post it and on LinkedIn just to keep track of my studies, but. Yeah, my first inclination was to check the configuration. That's the biggest thing in security. It's like, if something's messed up, just see how it's wired together. You know what I mean? See how things are wired right now, internally and externally. So that's why I went with like show interface, seeing if anything's connected, all the interfaces were connected. Then after that, I kind of lost it because I hadn't got that far. Like
I mean, it's okay. And
you start pretty
okay,
well,
right?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you started strong. Absolutely. You did exactly, because again, I always remember this from Calvin. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You checked the configuration first, right? And again, just like Patrick and Angela said, again, you don't know what you don't know. So you just went with what you've known so far, right? Which was good, right? You popped some show commands and what have you, and you took a look at some things. So, dude, you did amazing. So don't think you didn't. This is great for where you're at. Keep rolling. Take the advice that everybody shared. And again, the floor is still open. So if anybody, I'll end the call like in 2 or 3 minutes. But if anybody has any other feedback for Jamal, feel free to drop it to him.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I knew going in this. I know we were joking a lot in the beginning, and I knew where you were not at. Let me put it that way. I knew where you were not at because you were just actually getting over the wrapping your head around you know, the cabling 568 Alpha and Bravo standards
Yeah.
and the pin color code, the twisted pair color codes and things like that. So I knew you were just starting out, you know, and you know, you were talking about making sure you didn't get the mix up between straight through cables and crossover cables and things like that.
Mhm.
So I knew you wasn't there at the VLAN understanding yet, or, you know, even checking the various interfaces. But yeah, continue with what you're doing.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, and like David said, you will get there, and when you get to those chapters, talking about the VLANs, talking about the segmentation and things like that, this conversation tonight is going to actually start ringing loud in your head. Because what'll happen is, as you start reading in those chapters, when you get to those chapters,
Mhm.
what you're seeing tonight, what you experienced tonight through anxiety and through what you saw on the screen,
Mhm.
is going to ring that much louder, and it's going to click that much quicker, because it's going to come together. So yeah, continue on what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was just,
All right.
I'm not getting discouraged at all. It's actually pretty fun. I knew Claude was coming. I knew he was coming.
It's all good, man.
I knew
It's all
Claude was
good.
coming.
Well, with that being said, Jamal, do you have any questions for any of us before we go ahead and close this?
No. I know it's late. No. I know everybody want to go to bed too, so no, I'm good.
Oh no.
If I got, I can pee. I can pee.
I'm all good, man.
I can pee if I need to, but no, I'm good. I think my mind a little burned out. I've been studying all day, so or trying to.
Oh yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
there's more to learn. And it's exciting because Security Plus was a lot of reading. Like I said, it was a lot of reading, and I mean, you did a couple PVQs here, but this is like consistent technical knowledge. Like you really got to get hands on. So I do like it. It's very empowering, actually. So it just gave me a benchmark to show where I'm at, and it showed like at least I knew what to do first, like so I could tell my reading was helping. So you just got to dig deeper. That's all.
Yeah, and you just got you a new what was that, 2960X switch? What you got, a 2960 switch?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, put your hands on it.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I just console
Yeah.
in the first time with putty. I used serial to console in. And all I was able to do was just change the host name. And
Yeah. So all that you saw tonight on these switches, get busy with that. Get busy with those commands, them show VLANs, assigning various ports in those VLANs, So definitely get busy on that switch for real.
Yeah, I might have to go buy that Ethernet adapter first. They don't have adapter. So I just got that. So now I'm good. I bought a Cat 6 cord, so I'm good now.
Okay.
All right. Nice. All right, folks. Well, it's 9:30. It's time for me to shoot zombies. So you guys have a great night. I'll post the recording soon, and I'll see you guys next week. And again, next week we're going to be touching on our first routing protocol in our long ass journey on layer 3. Later, folks.
Good night. Thanks, guys.